Isn't Idaho lovely this time of year?
Don't tell me.
What is it, dear?
That clunker up ahead there, the one that's holding everybody up, it looks like the same one that caused that pileup back on Broad Street.
Did you ever hear so many horrid honkers?
Oh, be quiet back there. I'm not going to drive any faster for anybody.
Because I'm from Idaho, where the state motto is Esto Perpetua,
How fast are we going?
which means, may the slowness of our drivers endure forever.
We're in no hurry. It's free country.
Have a heart, lady. Get a move on or get over.
You mind your own business.
But you're holding everybody up back there.
Will you kindly watch what you're doing?
Don't you worry about me. You just... Oh!
You know, I really tried to come up with something to say for this sequence, but I think it speaks for itself.
Dun 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 dun.
Actually, this is the best part of the movie, so I'm just gonna shut up
to get
now.
mad while you're driving. You're inviting an accident when you take time to yell at other drivers. Even if they drive like idiots, it's not up to you to tell them off or to try to get even. Even when they're hogging the road like that car's been doing. If they have to drive slow, there are plenty of places to pull over and let other people pass.
Well, the others have been getting around.
But it's a very dangerous thing to do, as you just saw.
But he stopped to argue with them. The rest got by.
Well, suppose he'd met a car that couldn't stop. No, son, you've got to drive as if there's someone coming around every curve and up over every hill. Would you take a chance that there isn't? How much would you bet on it? Your allowance? $100? $1 million?
I haven't got $100.
Or acting
Well, suppose
ability.
somebody came along and offered you $1 million.
I wonder if I could squeeze one out without anyone noticing.
John, don't even talk like that.
Do you mean I'll be dead?
No,
Yeah.
you'll be dead.
Not me. I wouldn't take it.
All right, then. Your life is worth more than $1 million. So don't bet it on getting around one car in order to save a couple of minutes. Gamble isn't worth it. The stakes are too high for what you can possibly get out of it, aren't they?
Gee.
Well, we're next in line anyway.
Other folks back there are honking at us.
See, we have got a long line back there, haven't we? And they can hardly get by until we do.
How can those Sunday drivers be so inconsiderate?
They're not Sunday drivers. They're from Idaho. Haven't you been listening?
Why don't we go back to Shore Drive?
It's too far.
There's a shortcut along here pretty quick.
If they just move over a little bit further now.
It won't be crowded like this.
It's a dirt road.
Not a soul uses it.
Except for that soul.
There's a sign. A road's just around the bend.
Maybe I'll take it, and maybe I won't.
Yes.
Here comes that shroom sequence
Every
again.
awful detail. I pull out to pass. The other car swings right.
Too dusty.
Then she... A truck!
Howie. But rest assured, dear viewers, that we had a PETA rep on set the entire time and no animals were hurt during the filming. I sure am glad I paid attention at film school.
They found my lifeless body. They found my son crumpled and unconscious from hitting his head on the windshield. Helen and Kathy shaken and stunned. It isn't fair to die for such a little thing. That wasn't my fault. I wasn't ready to die. Besides, who's going to take care of my family? I'm the one who does that. And right now is when they need me the most. That's what fathers are for. Don't do that. Don't move that boy until the doctor comes. Where is the doctor? Has anyone sent for him? Kathy's doll. Poor Susie. But it's only a doll. Don't just stand there. Go to a phone. Call a doctor for Tommy. Call an ambulance.
Dear Lord, when will they invent a mobile phone?
And Kathy. Thank God they're not hurt any worse than they are. But who's going to look out for them? That's the horrible thing about an accident. It doesn't just end here. Look at that car. Helen's never had to handle anything like this by herself. Now she's out here in the middle of nowhere. What's she going to do? What are she and the children going to do from now on without me? What's going to become of them? Well, I found out the home was breaking up. The home that had been the center of our world, our happy world, the four of us. And Helen, bless her heart, the sweetest person in the world, but not prepared to cope with things like keeping the rest of the family together, moving up to where her mother lives, meeting Tommy's doctor bills.
Hello. How are you, Miss Griswold?
How's Tommy?
Just about the same. I'm on my way over there right now.
To see that cute doctor and to visit...
Sure he will.
What's his name?
Bye. Poor thing. Her little boy's been in a coma for over a month.
Oh, no.
Never regained consciousness after the accident.
Well, where is he now?
Still in the hospital.
Not that she'd know, because she's out every night hanging out with those fat boys at cake parties. I wonder how she manages to keep her figure after drinking all that beer.
Oh, my son, what have I done to you? And to Mom and Kathy. Oh, Tommy.
Mm-hmm. What? Dad? Dad, is that you?
Yes, Tommy, it's me.
Where you been?
I've been around. Do you remember the accident?
Sure. We bid on it after all. We lost, didn't we?
Yes, son, we lost. But it wasn't my fault, you know that, don't you? That's why I came back. I had to be sure you understood. You do understand, don't you, Tommy? The other car was going so slow and the horns were honking behind us, and I thought we could get around, but the other car swerved over and suddenly the truck was there.
Don't blame yourself, Dad. After all, it was a driver from Idaho.
Yes, son. Yes, it was. Oh, poor Tommy. Stay with your mother. She needs you.
Hello, Miss Giddings. Is it all right if I go in and see Tommy for a minute? Thank you. So dark in here.
I always get confused at this point. Is it climax or rapture? Suppose it's the same thing. I'm spent anyway. But I'll stick it out through the credits. Best part of the movie, if you ask me.
I'll get Dr. Bite.
Oh, my darling, my poor darling, what have I done? What have I done?
Oh, no, Tommy. No, don't. Please don't. In my baby. Please don't.